Hello, this is class 12, next chapter, that is using Python libraries. This is included in your syllabus this year. So let's start studying about Python libraries. We Libraries are nothing but like our own book library, etc., where we have all the books stored, and we go to the library, take the book as and when required, refer to it, and return back to the library. The same purpose is served in Python libraries also. Standard definitions of some frequently used functions are defined in some modules and libraries, and as and when we require, we can call these functions, get our work done. Okay, so we are going to study three components of these libraries, basically: library or a package, module, and functions or submodule. So module is a file containing Python definition, functions, variable, classes, etc., and it ends with .py extension, while Python package is directory of Python modules. You can view it as a folder, package as a folder, and files within that folder as modules. And in such a way, library becomes a collection of all packages. So this is about module. uh, what is module, and what are the advantages of module. Advantages of module are, biggest advantage is that we can import its functionality in the any program and use it. Reusability is one of the biggest advantage. It helps logically organize the Python code. Programming becomes very easy, and we can categorize some attributes, same similar attributes, and categorize all the modules. Processing, import. While using these libraries and modules, what we need to do is we need to import this module within the uh, our program. So import function is used for this. The syntax is import space module name. Okay, this will allow us to import. Then we can create our own modules also within Python. So how we can use these modules? To make a module in Python, you have to make .py file, which has the same name as the module. Shape.py, suppose we want to create, then we can write different functions, and we put it within the same folder where our programs are stored. Now this is how we have made. If you want to use the functions written in shape.py, then what you'll do is you will import, see here how it is written. Calc.py is our program, and this shape.py is our module, and from that, if you want to import area circle program, then you can say here from shape import area circle, or else you can also say just import shape, so that all the functions written in that shape will be imported. But if you don't need others and just need one specific function, then you can call that function also. Now what are namespaces? Namespaces are nothing but module in a program which are referred as namespaces. To define a namespace, it is necessary to define its name first. Then Python name is a kind of identifier which we use to access any Python object. So here in this diagram, you will see these types of namespaces: local namespace, global namespace, and built-in namespace. So this is nothing but the area in which the functionality will be available for accessing within the local file, or within the one particular folder, and otherwise it could be available wherever it is called. Namespaces in Python, it is just like the scope function in the Python. When we start interpreter, then a namespace is created, and in which print and id functionalities are already there. and we can just call them and use them. And each module can create its global namespace. This is not a much important topic, so let's skip namespace over here. Resolving the scope, then modules, aliasing in Python, how you can create duplicate names for your module in Python. See here, when you import module in Python program, then we have to use the following syntax as it is said over here. Then we can use a dot operator to make members of the module with alia name of the module. For example, it is given here. If we want to give some other name to this shape, because you might have used shape somewhere else, so you want to rename this existing function, so what you will do is important shape as sp. So now henceforth we'll refer the functionality written in this shape with sp. Okay, so this is the shape, and here what you can do is see here is sp dot area of circle is written over here. So now we are not using shape as a name, but we have renamed it as sp, and we are using the same function written in this shape.py module. Okay, so we are just creating a duplicate name for that particular module. Here also in next slide the same thing is given. Then package and library. Python package is the collection of same type of modules. You can use built-in packages, and a Python package is a simple directory. Modules are stored in that directory. Okay, so steps to make package are as follows. So you can read out these steps. We can create a folder, and then in the same directory we can put another file named init, and then we can import the package and use the content in our different Python program, or you can give these functions for use to your friends also. So this is how the package works. See, in the diagram it is shown one folder is made. You can see here geometry is the folder name. Then within that you have all these different .py files. Okay, geometry is the folder, init.py, which is directly made with Python IDLD. Then there are modules which are the members of the package. Okay, now here from geometry we are importing area and volume, and we are utilizing them in the next statement. Okay, locating the module, how to find where these modules are written. If modules are not written in the search shell variable, you can Python pat you can use. If not found anywhere, then Python searches in default path is the path where Python is installed. So basically what we are going to do, we are going to keep all these libraries in the standard Python installation folder only, so that it is located as and when required. Now let's look at some standard Python libraries which are provided by the Python language itself. So we have already used them, but let's just see date time, or date time module. In that we have date class and we have time class, and these are the functions which are available: day, month, year, today, now, hour, minute, seconds, as well, something like that. So this in the last slide, how you can use the standard Python library is shown. Okay, so what you can do is you can run this program and check whether your output is same as that of the screen given over here. Okay, so this way we complete with our Python libraries chapter. This was a very small chapter, and this also carries less number of marks in your syllabus. Okay, so uh, in next lecture we are going to see data structures. Thank you.